A lot of people were worried that TF2 was dead, but recently it's been making a bit of a comeback, a resurgence in popularity. Now, as part of this, Valve have done a recent update, the Smithmas update, which added 4 new maps. For the first time in quite a while, they've done that for a Smithmas update. Now, one of these maps they added is called Wutville. Wutville is a map that has existed on the Steam Workshop since December 2016. Now, for some reason, this map was chosen this year to be added to TF2 in the recent update, along with 3 other maps. Now, in the map Wutville, the blue team has been hired to transport Rudy the red-nosed railroad engine, a bomb cart, to destroy the nasty old Nick's prison camp for naughty children. It sounds good on paper, but in practice, what exactly is wrong with Wutville?
Well, I don't know. People don't like it, and there's a number of reasons why.
That's right, yes. So let's have a look at those reasons. Firstly, it's possible to get outside of bounds in this map, out of bounds, using sticky jumping. Or in this case, we're using the sticky jumper. As you can see, go to a certain point on the map there, pop down 2 sticky jumper stickies, if you will, and do a sticky jump. And as you can see, they're soaring way above the top ceiling of the map. Yes. You can actually get on, as it were, the invisible ceiling of the map. You can, from here, actually get down around the side of the map, and from there, get underneath the map. Now, you can imagine what kind of advantage you have if you're underneath the map, because you can see and hit the enemies, but they can't see or hit you. So it's game over, isn't it, really?
I was just going to say that, yes, big advantage, isn't it? Or is it? Yes, but it is. So now we've told everyone.
Well, exactly.
We've told everyone now, they know.
This is a massive glitch that should not be in an official TF2 map. No way.
No.
Okay, so you can get up there, you can go all sorts of crazy out-of-bounds strats using a demo sticky jump. You can also do that with sentry jumping. This is really ridiculous. Now, at one point, it was not possible to change your class inside spawn without incurring a suicide for some reason. Of course, when you change your class, you're supposed to just go to the new class and not suicide and have to wait to respawn. That particular issue appears to have been fixed as of the time of this video. As you can see there, we're changing class with no issue, but at one point, some kind of setting on the map was improperly set, so that if you change class, e.g. from heavy to engineer or whatever, you just suicide there and have to wait the respawn timer. So that was wrong on both the blue and red spawns.
Yes.
That particular issue does seem to be fixed now.
Yes, but what about this one though? Projectiles could sometimes be shot through doors.
Well, that's right, yes.
Well, spawn doors.
That's the spawn doors, yes. For some reason, again, you could shoot projectiles sometimes through the spawn doors. Now, we tested this quite a lot in our playtesting here with Soldier, as you can see on the screen there, and we couldn't get any rockets to go through the spawn doors, so that one may have been fixed. Don't quote us on that, it may not have been fixed, we're not entirely sure. Also, apparently, taunt kills could be done through the spawn doors. We're not entirely sure what's going on here, but this map seems to have plenty of issues. Now, another serious issue with Wutville is, of course, the performance of the map. Anybody who's played Wutville so far can tell you that they're getting serious frame drops at certain points on the map. Now, that is because of rendering issues.
Yes, so what's happening? It's rendering parts of the map that the player can't see before he gets there, as it were. So therefore, it's using resources that that
doesn't have to use. Exactly. So therefore, this is really a waste of resources. We've got, you might be in the spawn or in the center part of the map, and certain other parts of the geometry in the world there are being rendered as a result of that. Of course, you're getting frame rate drops, you're getting lag spikes, etc. and so forth. Maybe lag that causes you to miss a kill or whatever else, and that really shouldn't happen on TF2. There is such a thing as occlusion culling. I'm not entirely sure if that applies here or not, but certainly areas of the map that you can't see shouldn't be rendered. Now, another serious issue with Wutville. What is that? Sniper sightlines. Oh my goodness me, the sniper sightlines on this map are atrocious. They're huge. The sniper can see and cover a massive range with his sniper rifle, and of course, it's all one big choke point, isn't it? Following along the cart's path. So therefore, the sniper can just pick off who he wants. It's really, really overpowered.
Yes, we found that we were on there. They were just using snipers and sniping from a huge distance.
Oh, that's right, yes. I was taking out enemy players from a massive distance across the map, and equally my heavy was being taken out by enemy snipers from, hundreds of yards away, ridiculously overpowered. Now, that doesn't generally happen in TF2. TF2 is famous for the kind of tight, enclosed spaces that you generally fight in, because, of course, as soon as there's very, very large areas, it overpowers classes with long-range weaponry, such as a sniper, because he can just pick you off from halfway across the moon, as it were. So that's why generally most TF2 maps don't have those ridiculously long sight lines, especially down relatively tight choke points. So that is just coming from a design perspective, not really a very wise decision for gameplay. It's going to annoy a lot of players, it's going to encourage them to play sniper, and generally get a bit cheesy there with that exploit, as it were. Now, I mean, for me though, the most obvious thing that I noticed that's wrong with Wutville, as soon as I saw the map, I thought, what is this? Look at those textures. Bertie, can you see those textures and those graphics? I mean, What's going on here, really?
Yes, they're a bit blocky, aren't they, really?
They're a bit muddy, they're a bit of a clash, you know.
Yes.
And if you just look at some of those features like the trees, etc. and so forth, they don't at all fit in with the standard TF2 aesthetic, the standard look of TF2. They look a little bit unprofessional, a little bit amateurish, and a little bit bleh to look at. You don't really like to see that kind of muddiness, do you? It's not very professional. It's not polished, it's not what we expect from Valve. So, I mean, really, when you take all these things into consideration, you know, the fact you can get out of bounds, the troubles and problems with the spawn areas and spawn doors, the issues with rendering, you know, areas being rendered that shouldn't, the sniper sight lines, and of course those muddy, ugly looking graphics, you know, really this map, in my opinion, should never have made the cut for TF2. I don't really know why they gave it the seal of approval.
Well, yes, we don't know. They have done, but the community's certainly shown their feelings about it.
Yes, indeed. A lot of people are saying, you know, this looks like a bit of a joke map. You know, really, it's hardly to be considered a serious map. It's just for jokes, isn't it? You know?
Well, you think, yes, and I think if they're going to do this, I mean, what will they do next?
Well, exactly. I mean, the other maps they added in this update were actually pretty good, you know, and rather well done by and large. But Wutville is a bit of a concerning warning sign, I would say. As Bertie rightly says there, if they add one bad map, then they could be adding more bad things in the future. Cosmetics, taunts, maps. I think we really need to have some quality control going on here at Valve. I mean, I know a lot of people have been very concerned about TF2 in recent years, saying it's dead or it's dying or that they don't care about it anymore, there's no updates, there's no content, and I'm delighted that they're actually bringing out new updates and content now. We've had the Halloween update and now the Christmas one. That's great, and we've got some new maps and taunts there. That's wonderful, but we do need to make sure that what we're adding to the game is of a high standard and the same quality that we've come to expect from TF2 and Valve.
Exactly. Exactly, yes, because if you don't have that, as I just said, what will they do next?
What will they do next? Oh, it was a pun. I didn't even see that.
You didn't even see the pun.
Oh, my goodness.
No, come on.
Oh, yes, very good.
I mean, you know,
yes.
I had to spell it out, didn't I?
Yes, it's marvellous. So, there you are, videos. That is why, in our opinion, Wutville is currently the worst map in Team Fortress 2. Let us know what you think in the comments, though.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. This has been GameChap and Bertie, bringing you an investigation into Team Fortress 2's Wutville map. Thank you most kindly for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you once more in the next exciting outing, I say. Until then...